Hey y'all, Indigo here, back with my round 3 recap for the 3 vs 3 Grand Arena. Want to show y'all how things turned out. First off, my opponent forgot to set a defensive squad in back, so I started off with 82 more points than he did. First up, we'll take out his Revan team. He used Revan with Xeris and GK, and he didn't have his Yoda and Jolie. Those came in later on a different team. So I used my Trey lead with a fast Thrawn and then Nihilus. I wanted to be sure to just annihilate in case the heals from Xeris would give me trouble. But you can watch this. Had pretty much no trouble here. Went pretty easy. Nothing to really write home about. I'm going to go ahead and let you watch this, and I'll pick it up at the end. Okay, you can see GK was the last one left. That didn't take long. Annihilated him, and on to the next battle. For this next one, we've got his crew FO team. He's got Executioner in there and First Order Officer with his crew, but easy enough to take out. I used JTR with BB-8 and then Chopper because I put R2 on defense with another team. So go after Fu since he's the squishiest. Get him out of there. Now we have the numbers advantage, 2v3. Let Chopper kind of soak up the hits while I go to work on the other two. And it's much easier with this comp since he put Fu instead of like Xylo or First Order Stormtrooper with the Zeta. So it's 2-3 now, and even though Chopper's stunned, he's doing what he needs to do, just soaking up hits. There goes Executioner. Now it's down to just crew, and we're only a minute in. Now it's just going to be BB-8 and Rey kind of back and forth. You see Chopper eats buffs, so that's why he's good to have against First Order, because not only can he taunt, he can also eat the buffs and gain some turn meter. There goes Illuminated Destiny. Game over for him. So done with that one. On to the next one. Up now we've got his Ewok squad. I just went ahead and used Rex Wampa and then K2SO as my third, just so that he could tank out some hits. And he's also got that counterattack that's kind of nice. Just an extra little feature to have. But for those of you that don't know, K2SO is pretty tanky. He's a really nice, just kind of scrap character that doesn't get much utility in 3v3. But, you know, you always need tanks, and he's pretty decent. At mine, I think he's gear 11. He's got decent health and protection. And he makes like I said, a pretty good tank for this team when you're looking for who should I put in as a third anyway. And so you can see, you've probably seen this setup before. Unfortunately, I lost Rex, but it's all about Wampa and getting his big hits after he gets a couple power-ups in. Starts knocking him out like nothing. So there he goes. Now it's down to 1. And knocked him out right there. Done with that. 49 banners. Now we'll open up the next zone. So he's got a Jin Jays team and then some kind of Cassian B-Stan SRP team in back. But we'll go ahead and go back up top so we can kill those teams out and see what's behind the north door. So we'll start taking out his Bossk team. I like to use my crew FO team. Got Stormtrooper in there, got Executioner. And you know, my Stormtrooper has the Zeta, so he's going to be calling the assists, and he gives advantage to the others. So it's always nice when you can get advantage on your Executioner. You know, he's just going to hit that much better, do a little bit more damage. So that's nice. And then with crew, you know, having him in there for the stun for Bossk is pretty crucial. It's a 2-turn stun, so you can go ahead and manage Bossk for the whole battle and make sure that he doesn't get the taunt up. Because once he has that under double Zeta, it is really going to be hard for him to lose that. So we'll go ahead and not let him do anything at all. Take one out. Now go to work on Bossk. Get him down. Once that protection's gone, he goes pretty quick. He loses all that extra defense. So as soon as Executioner gets to go again, that should be all she wrote for him. Now it's just a matter of grinding down Dengar. Got plenty of time left. Let's try and get, you know, health and protection if you can to get the extra couple banners. But it's all about Executioner putting in work. So there he goes, and that's that. Here we've got my Nightsisters, Asajj, and Zombie, but with Nest against their Asajj, Daka, and Zombie team. I don't really like Nightsisters. If you watched any of my other videos, you know I've said that before. I'll tell you, I can't stand the mechanics and how they work. It's just frustrating. So I had Nest available, went ahead, threw her in there, and that's guaranteed to be able to get around Zombie's taunt, not have to deal with that. I did have leeway since my opponent didn't put down an extra defensive squad. I had some extra banners there, and he struggled on my teams like a lot. Like I basically had this game won before it started, so I knew I could have fun with this and try out some different things. Use this opportunity to try out a couple different counters to see how things played out before I did this, you know, this match and this team. But this works fine, gets the job done on the NS. You can see there goes his Asajj. And it's all about just healing up and trying to get Doc out of there before Zombie can bring her back and cause a mess. So that's what Nest is good for. Nest will circumvent taunt, get around there, get the damage done, and knock him out. And she hits pretty hard. So done with those pesky Nightsisters. On to his Bastila team. Here is where you can see that he didn't use Yoda and Jolie in his Revan comp. So he went ahead and put them underneath Bastila instead. That's why I went ahead and chose my CLS team. Because CLS with Han and Chewie, you know they're going to get the job done. I mean, it might be a little bit OP, but because Jolie was able to, you know, bring people back, I didn't want to mess with that. And I knew, okay, with Han and Chewie, if they can't punch through right at the beginning, they're going to be able to get it done with the buffs and with the assists and the fact that Chewie's going to guard both of those. So I didn't really have a worry here. You can see how Jolie's just about done. There he goes. Now it's down to Bastila and Yoda. Go ahead and hit Yoda since he's the main damage dealer. Want to try and get him out of there before he gets in a big hit on somebody. But the counterattacks right there did him in. So now it's all about Bastila, and she's no match for this trio. So it's just a matter of taking her out here in just a minute. You can see even though she dodges Luke, Chewie, of course, comes in with the assist. And that's why this team's, you know, pretty good. But I know you guys have seen videos and all that. They're like a skeleton key. They're going to get you through basically every other team. So Shouldn't be any new information for you. But there goes that team. Done with that. 52 banners for that round. Done with that zone. Let's go ahead and see what's behind door number 1. Looks like they got a Finn team with Rey and C-3PO, and then a Geonosian team. So let's get into it. I'll go ahead and show you the Finn team. I wanted to try something different. This is where I mentioned I had the banner advantage and my opponent got stuck. He didn't clear a single zone of mine. He had trouble against multiple teams. So this gave me the freedom, since I had already cleared some zones, to mess around, see what I could try, maybe come up with some new comp that, that we haven't really had the chance to use. So I used this as kind of a testing ground. Tried this team out with Zol and Sith Marauder and then Darth Vader. It's okay. Wasn't what I really expected. Maybe a C-3PO causing the problems. I don't know. But there goes Vader. Lost him. My Maul actually wasn't modded too well. I think he was missing 2 mods that I had moved around for some raids or something and forgot to put them back before the lock. So now it's just down to Sith Marauder. He took out Finn, but Rey hits pretty hard, so there he went. But I run an easy cleanup with Tarkin, got Krennic, got IPD in there. With those 3, you see IPD is guaranteed to get the job done. So I didn't really have to worry about that. But turns out he doesn't even need to blow up. So that's over and done with. Now just Geonosians to worry about. And the ones he used, he didn't even use, I think Poggle is the only one that has a leader. And he didn't even use him. So they had no leader ability and they kind of suck anyway. So I threw some leftover bounty hunters at him. Boba lead, then IG-88 and Cad Bane. You can see the contract's already gone off. It's already 2-3, now 1-3. So I guess the moral is, don't just throw Geonosians down in your Grand Arena. Save them for territory wars where they actually get the bonuses. Next up is his Cassian team. Cassian, again, doesn't have a leader ability. So Beastin is there. He'll attack a bunch if you let him. And then I guess SRP is a pretty stout tank. But, I mean, no leader ability is really going to hurt you. So I don't know why he made the choice that he did. But I went ahead and threw my Z-Fin resistance in there. Got Poe, got Resistance Trooper. And just try to get the exposes in and throw some buff immunity down. And, try and get it done as cheaply as possible, I guess. See if this team would work. You can see there it goes. B-Stand's gone. Just got the other 2 left. I'm trying to make sure I don't, don't hit the wrong one, the wrong move on the wrong one. But got the exposes, give me turn meter, using Finn's special ability to stun, trying to make sure SRP doesn't have any buffs so he won't come back. But y'all know how Finn resistance works. Just got to chase the exposes, and that's it for that team. Last team I'm up against is a Jin Jays team. And this actually is a decent counter that I didn't think to use before. I got Veers with Zeta, of course. Got Death Trooper and then Range Trooper. And normally I'll try and use them against Nightsisters or, Ewoks or something else. But I went ahead and used them here. And they actually turn out to work pretty well. And I had a friend of mine, actually one of my patrons, Castle, had to go against a Jin Jays team, and he didn't want to burn something that would be overpowered. So I said, hey, try this, and it should work just fine, and, give it a shot. And he didn't have any trouble at all with it either. Go ahead and take Jin out. Once she's gone, it gets a heck of a lot easier because she can't be reviving anybody. and then you will be able to throw Death Mark out, kill bays pretty quickly, and it's just a matter of, working away on Chirrut. And they get enough counterattacks from range, it's not a big deal. There goes that team, over and done with. So here's my ending board. This is how the round ended. I got 2150 to his 934. He wasn't able to clear off my Revan, so he couldn't get through in the north. And he failed a couple times against my Bastila. And he did kill my bounty hunter squad in a couple tries. And he didn't even touch Kira, so he wasn't able to get through on south. That's another round in the books. So undefeated in Grand Arena still. That's it for now. Shout out to my buddy Mikayas. He runs a modding service. He'll go through, make sure you got the right squad compositions and the right mods on the right characters. Give your account a real nice tune-up. I'll put the link to his Discord in my description. Go ahead and check him out. Tell him Indigo sent you. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share your comments down below, and hopefully you'll check out my other videos on my channel. Peace.